This is our standard Fiskars paper cutter, and I love this paper cutter. I have used this for so long, it's fabulous. Just has a bar that lifts up here so that you can put your paper up against a fence line here or here, and you can make your cuts. It'll cut up to 12 inches. And then it also has an extension arm so that you can actually cut things much longer and get your cuts. Now, the orange is a replaceable blade. This is the blade that we have, and you can order replacements on this blade. And when you order the replacement blade, you can also get a black scoring blade that goes with it. And the black scoring blade will just pop in and out. The plastic tends to bend a little bit right here, so I just pop that in and out, and it's good to ride on the carriage. I just put my fingers in and take it out. So it is popping in there, and when my fingers reach in, it spreads the plastic apart to make it to come in and out a lot easier. This blade isn't quite as easy to get in and out that way. You can do it, but a lot of times I find that I go up here to where it rides and sits in the carriage. So I use this all the time for cutting and scoring. And this will give me cuts down to the 16th or even less if I want it to be, but I just like the guides on here. You can see I draw on here with my Sharpie to make lines for when I'm going to do specific cuts. But let me just show you how this works. So this is how I use the tool with the arm extended. I can read the Fiskars and it's up. And what I'll do is, if I want to cut something that's 2 inches, I can come in, put it right on the 2 inches. It's up against the fence here. It's straight along this line here, and just slide up and make my cut. Then I can take it and cut it again, and this will make a nice 2-inch square for me. So there you go. So that's a nice 2-inch square. If I wanted to score this at 1 inch, then I would just come in and take my black score blade, and I just put this at 1 inch, which is right there, and then I go back and forth over it a couple of times, and then you can see I've got a nice score line there, which I can then fold and use it for whatever I need to score. One of the other cool features about this that I really like is, in terms of cutting, is, get that score blade out of the way, is what if I just wanted to cut a square out of the center of this paper? How would you go about doing that? So this is 3 inches by 3 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this way so we have a nice 3-inch square. And I want to cut right out of the inside of there. Well, there's lines, there's a ruler that runs across the plastic track that's right here. And so if you wanted to come in, say, a 1/2 inch and cut, then what you would do is I would move this. This is the 1/2 inch mark right here. Actually, yes, that is right. That is the 1/2 inch mark right there. And so what I would do is I'd line it up along the fence, and then I'm lining it up at the 1/2 inch mark right here. And I would come in, and then I'm going to go on my ruler right here, and I'm going to take it to a 1/2 inch, which is right there. So I'll start my blade right there at a 1/2 inch. There's a nice pointer there that shows you. I'm going to press down, and I'm going to take it down to 2.5 inches, which is right there. And I pick it up. Now I'm going to turn the paper, put it back on my 1/2 inch line here. I'm going to go right from my 2.5 inch this time, which is here, and I'm going to push all the way up to the 1/2 inch mark. And I'm looking at the measurements here on this side ruler. Okay? Now I'm going to take it and turn it again, maintaining this 1/2 inch measurement here. It's already at the 1/2 inch where I stopped before. I'm going to come back up to the 2.5 inch and pick it up and turn it one more time to the 4th side here. It started on the 1/2 inch right there, the 2.5 inch mark. I take it and stop it right there at the 1/2 inch mark. And when you do that, it'll pop out for you, and then you've been able to create a frame for exactly what you wanted. So that's one of the nice things about this particular cutter, is that you can come in and you can cut out spaces on the inside. If you wanted to use it for designer paper or to embellish on a project, it allows you to be able to create that in the square format. Just as our Circle Scissor Plus will allow you to do the same idea with the circle cuts, you can achieve that here with the square cuts.